up, guys, and welcome to the channel, or back to the channel. Today I thought let's do something different, kind of on the lines of Reddit confessions, but it is, am I an asshole? Now this is super interesting, and I feel like some of these could leave it open for discussion between myself and you guys. I'm sure you guys already know what this is if you're Reddit users, but basically people write in something that they've done and they want opinion if they're an asshole or not, which is what I'll be judging today. If you're wondering why I'm in school uniform, we've been shooting for TOS all of the last 2 weeks, so it's been really hectic. I'll have it linked in the description if you want to check it out. It is a group of 8 women where we all make videos together, and this one was obviously school themed, but you won't be seeing this one for a few months. Excuse me, I'm having Coke and it just makes me burp, okay? But let's get in and start judging people for their terrible decisions. All right, let me know at the end of the video what your most am I an asshole moment is once you get the gist of how this works. All right, let's go. Am I an asshole for bringing my sister-in-law's wallet to a restaurant when she conveniently always forgets it? Oh, straight off the bat, juicy. Honestly, on first glance of reading that, no, you are not. My 28-year-old sister-in-law, Amy, always comes to visit out of town. She stays with us instead of a hotel. Okay, it's nice. She's saving money there, and always wants to go to expensive restaurants. Okay, I'm going to refrain from commenting, and we're going to get to the end of it before I make a comment, or at least each paragraph so I don't annoy you. She always conveniently forgets her wallet or comes up with excuses as to why she can't pay her share. She has implied that since I make much more money than her, I should be the one to pay. No, not my husband should pay, but me specifically. I do make a fair amount of money, but not as much as I can treat someone every time they come into town. Nonetheless, in the past, I have paid the bill and asked her to pay me back. She never has. Ooh, I already don't like where this is going. She had made a reservation at an extremely expensive restaurant last night, and before we left, I made it clear that I wouldn't be paying her bill. This is where I might be the asshole, and I admit I got this move straight from the episode of 2.5 Men. As she was leaving, her husband went to the car. I pretended I forgot something and went back inside. I found her wallet sitting on top of her suitcase. I put it in my purse and we went to the restaurant. Oh, I love this already. When we were done eating, I asked for separate bills. She said no, we need one bill because she forgot her wallet again. I reached in my purse and said, "This wallet?" Oh, she was extremely furious. She said I should not have touched or grabbed her wallet. So am I the asshole for taking your wallet and bringing it to the restaurant? Oh my God. I am like shocked that people like this even exist. Like, how are you comfortable doing that every time? Like, this woman knows damn straight that she ain't that sly with it. She ain't that sly. Like, just because somebody makes more money than you does not mean that they should have to automatically pay for stuff. Like, that is so unfair. I feel like it's just like the more you make, the more punishment you get because people just can't handle it. I don't know. Like, they be paying their share of taxes, all right? You earn a charity case. Relax. That is so rude. I don't even know why they're writing in thinking that they're the asshole. Mate, you are a godsend. I would have done so much worse. I probably would have argued with her at the dinner table. I wouldn't even let her stay at my house. I would have taken money out of the wallet to pay me back for all the other dinners. I'd be like, no, you pay. Like, that is... Oh, that makes me so mad. They are not the asshole. The sister-in-law is the biggest asshole, and she would not be staying at my house. She could take her expensive dinner and shove it up with a sunshine for all I like her. And I'm sure, honestly, I'd be shocked if any of you have an opposing opinion, and I'd love to hear it. Oh, it says edit 2. Amy just called me. She saw this post and yelled at me for bad-mouthing her on the internet. How did she find it? Honestly, I don't care. Amy, hopefully you're reading all these comments as a wake-up call for you. Honestly, Amy needed to read that. Amy, if you're ever watching this video, you're a d for that, and you should not be doing that. Am I an asshole for suing my girlfriend after she had my 1967 Impala project taken to the scrapyard? This doesn't sound good. I'll try to keep this short. I had a 1967 Impala 4-door that I bought in February 2019. A couple months ago, I bought my first house and had a 2.5 car garage. I moved the car in and started tearing it down for a complete restoration. Had the body in one bay and I'm probably gonna botch some of these car words, and the chassis in another, plus a whole garage filled with parts. About 2 months ago, my girlfriend came to live with me during the whole crisis, and the whole time she has hated that car. She wants to park in the garage, but I have 2 acres of land which have got nice places to park under shady trees, or hell, even in the barn if it has to be inside. I tell her tough luck, it's my house. It's not that I can't throw it back together real quick. Anyways, I was out of town for a couple of days on a business trip for a small local company I work for. When I got back, my girlfriend was all smiles, making me food all the time, time, doing my chores, all of that. I thought maybe she was just happy to have me home. Oh no. But then I realized I didn't see her car in her usual spot. I asked her where she was parked so I could make sure I now have an area to keep clean. And she said not to worry because she's parked in the garage. I asked her how and she told me to go check it out. Turns out that while I was away, she's gone and hired some people to come over and move everything related to that car, including the drivetrain body, the chassis, I can't say it, and all the parts, and take it to the local dump scrapyard. I was absolutely dumbfounded. I'd spent over $11,000 on that car, including new parts, services, and the car itself. I told her that I was going to be taking her to court and that she brushed me off like I was being dramatic. I told her that it's done between us and to pack her things and leave. I admit I was really angry, but I did end up getting a lawyer as I have all the receipts for the money spent and I have her on my house's security cam footage, letting the guys in, watching them take it all. Her family and friends are absolutely blowing me up, saying that this stupid old piece of junk and that she cannot pay back the money I spent and when I should let it go and that I should let it go. But I have been putting all my time, effort, and money into that car for a year and a half, and god damn it if I'm not going to get justice for what she did. Am I the asshole? Bruh. I don't understand, like, this is so bad. Like the amount of selfish people she has come into his home doing you a favor and there's so many places to park, yet you want to park in the garage that you think it's appropriate to, like, I would have been annoyed if she just moved out my stuff from the garage and parked a car there. But in her mind, she thought, let's throw it out. I don't understand why people when dating others think it's okay to control them to a point like, nah, you can't have that hobby. I don't want you to have that hobby. And nah, you can't do this. I don't want you to do this. Like, what is wrong with you? Let them have their hobby. Like, what they want to do in their house is their business. Like, oh, he did the right thing. Break up with it, get your money back. Good riddance. Good riddance. I'm not even into cars, but man, it ain't your house. I could understand maybe if it was like her house and you just refused to move your shit out. But my goodness, I can't believe people like this exist. Am I an asshole for telling my extended family how many men, roughly, my sister has slept with after she outed our youngest brother as a virgin? Ooh, tit for tat. We had a family dinner it's always the family dinners. Can we just say it's always the family dinners? We had a family dinner this evening. My family has 4 kids in total. Me, my older sister 29 and youngest sister 24 and youngest brother 22. Extended family attended our dinner, so all of our significant others, our cousins, aunts and uncles, etc. During the dinner, my oldest sister and youngest brother got into a mild disagreement. My sister seemed, or at least to me, to be coming across very aggressive out of frustration and losing the argument. The two of them were too absorbed in their argument and realized the rest of us were getting a bit fed up. Eventually, my sister got really fed up and said, "Shut up, I'm not going to argue with a 22-year-old virgin." My brother hadn't done any personal attacks up to this point. It was completely unprovoked. I think it may have been the alcohol, as my sister is a mean drunk. Ooh, nobody likes a mean drunk. Anyway, I immediately told my sister to grow up and that she was making an embarrassment of herself. She replied by saying everyone knows he's a virgin and she didn't say anything wrong. This annoys me as my bro definitely had confidence issues there and doesn't need to be made fun of like this. So I responded by saying she has slept with well over 100 men while she was in college, and since everyone in her family knows this, it's not a big deal, right? Turns out her husband didn't know this amazingly. I genuinely assumed he must have known. He left the party angrily saying my sister misled him about her past. Family is blaming me for the marital problems. I refuse to accept I did anything wrong. My sister bullied my brother in front of everyone. All I did was give her a taste of her own medicine. Oh! Okay. Okay, where do I start with this? How do we unravel? I think it's such a cheap insult to go at people for how many people they slept with or how many people they haven't slept with. Like, end of the day, why are we making fun of people for that? It's just so weird. And it's always like, it's bad if guys haven't slept with many and it's terrible if girls have slept with someone. Also, like, how would you know if you slept with over 100? It was tit for tat. It was both petty. And honestly, if she wants to go doing that, I guess the equivalent of the other end, it's an insult to call guys virgins. It shouldn't be, but it would embarrass that kid, especially if it was insecurity of his. Then yeah, you just basically got the version back on yourself, and that is that you've slept with a bunch. And honestly, the fiance getting annoyed about a past and believing something from an argument seems a little bit whack to me. Like, who cares, bro? Well, dude, the full moon, crazy. Sorry. But yeah, I think it's a bit odd, her fiance's reaction. I just think this is a really petty argument, but I don't, like, he is an asshole, but she was also a bitch So it's kind of just tit for tat. I don't really think he did anything too wrong. Fire would fire, baby, you know? Nah, but yeah, definitely pretty low blow. Not needed. But yeah, I feel like we might end there on that one, guys. I don't know how long this video will be, so we'll see. But if you did enjoy it, guys, and made it to the end, put a little heart eye emoji in the comment section, and then also let me know if you want another one of these in future. Let me know your biggest Am I the Asshole story if you have one, and I'll react to them. I like reading them. I always read your comments. But that's the end of the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed something new, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.